coconut milk.
Boxed coconut milk. I haven't seen it. I've only seen it in a can before.
I've been using it in smoothies
Okay.
to get away from soy because I don't really like almond milk.
Yeah.
But
I love coconut milk.
Okay.
I would look for like potassium sorbate or hexane. You know, there's different things that they sneak in there.
Sure.
You don't want that.
Yeah, there are preservatives that are in there.
It's organic.
But in general, coconut milk is fantastic.
Okay. So just watch out for the preservatives in those products.
Yeah, and again, it's not the end of the world. We're just moving step by step in a little bit of a different direction. So by no means does this all have to change tomorrow. This is, 30 days that we have to play around with these different things. Okay? So I need a handout. Are there any more handouts back there on that bench? Sure. Thanks. Yeah. So who sits down when they eat, not in their car? Awesome. I said, okay. Or at their desk, checking their email, because that's my huge one. So tonight, the subject of the talk is turn your belly into a fat burner. Your digestion works in a really, really specific way, and most of us undermine it a little bit one way or the other every day. And here's what I do. I get up in the morning and I know I have an hour, and so I sit and work till I have about 30 minutes left, and then I'm like eating, running around, getting ready, like putting it down on my kitchen cabinet, getting in the shower, coming back and eating. It's a disaster for the digestive system. So what we are going to learn about tonight is your digestive system from your brain to your butt, because that's how far it runs. It starts in your head. The smell of food cooking, excellent, excellent stimulant for digestion. It gets all of your gastric juice running, which means that when you eat, it assimilates really well. Food that just sits in your stomach, you probably know what happens. You get acid reflux, you get gas, you get bloating, you don't feel very good. It all starts in the brain. So eating in a relaxed state, sitting down to eat, that's the first step, number one. Yelling at the kids, watching your webinar or your nutrition class you're going to teach, eating in the car. These are all things that kind of in the very first step of digestion can undermine it. The smell of food cooking is the best thing for digestion, and in our world, it's really hard because I know what I do. I grab a handful of nuts or some dried fruit. I will rarely cook compared to how people used to cook. But that smell of food cooking is so wonderful that slowly we kind of have to get back to that to improve digestion. So what's next down? The mouth. How many times do you chew when you take a bite of food? Or do you chew? Because my husband doesn't. I watch him, I'm like, how are you talking? And he's just like a snake. It's like this jaw to unhinge, and he's just gonna like swallow the whole thing whole. This is the most common reason why people have digestive problems, is they don't chew their food. And sometimes I ask clients out to lunch, and they're like, oh, that's so nice, she's asking me, and I'm like, just watching. To see. Because I've prescribed digestive aids and enzymes and hydrochloric acid, in my mind, I'm like, I wonder if they really need this or if they just really need to chew their food. And most of the time, that's what it is. So now in my house, I get made fun of because I'm the one that's still sitting there. And you probably all have a relative that at Thanksgiving, you're like, he's trying to get out of the dishes. That's what he's doing. But his digestion is thriving from it. So in order to lose weight, this is the last thing on the sheet, and really it should be first. Chew your food. Chew it up. It sounds like the most simple, too good to be true thing that you could ever think, but it is so, so important. Have you all ever seen videos of people that swallow those little cameras and it goes down into their stomach? Has anybody ever seen that? I love this kind of stuff, so I watch videos about it. The chunks of food that people don't masticate are huge. And what happens? They go into your stomach. Most of us have a lower level of digestive fluid than we should, and they just sit there. What do you think happens to that?
Putrefies.
And you fart. Or anybody would. You gain weight. So chew your food up. The same action of chewing produces saliva, one of your biggest digestive enzymes. think weight loss. So if you really want to lose that weight, you have to start chewing your food up. There are so many other ties that we can make to weight loss with this. It's unbelievable. You'd be here all night long. Trust me. Chew your food up. So then we get to the stomach. Y'all had a hard day. It's tax day and y'all are going on a diet. It's terrible. Most of us don't make enough hydrochloric acid in our stomach. That is the main digestive juice that is in your stomach, and your stomach is amazing. The pH of the stomach is between 1 and 3 on a pH scale. And has anybody here ever studied chemistry or? It would burn through the floor. And it's right here, right now, it's here. But you're fine, right? So your stomach needs to be super, super acidic to digest your food. And if it's not, again, it doesn't go well. We can get really graphic about what happens, but it doesn't go well. The things that help your hydrochloric acid levels raise: eating calmly, chewing your food, not drinking a lot with meals. So I know I'm guilty of this. I can suck down a Coke with Mexican food faster than anybody. Any type of liquid when you're eating dilutes that gastric juice, and you don't digest as well as you could. That makes sense. It just gets less acidic for whatever liquid you put in there, other than wine. This is the part of the lecture where people are like, what? Wine? A glass of wine with meals can actually increase your digestive action. I don't mean with every meal.
Is it better red or white or?
Red is probably a little bit more acidic, I would think, chemically, but I don't think there's a huge, huge difference. So, relaxation while you're eating is going to up that digestive action. Another tip I'm going to send you all a little bit into the program is maybe experimenting with taking bitters before you eat, which anybody who's ever had a bitter cocktail before dinner knows by the time you get to eat, you're hungry. Bitters do that. They're fantastic. Or a little bit of apple cider vinegar and warm water before you eat. So it's a few steps down the line. Sit down to eat. Just don't run around with your bowl of cereal like I do in the morning. I'm on this program with you guys, so I'm going to be sitting down too and just being like, I have enough time to do this. Take your time, it'll make your hydrochloric acid levels go up. If those first actions of eating are done well, the rest of your digestion will work beautifully. If they're not, you burp, you get gassy, you feel uncomfortable, you sit at your desk, you feel good. The way to get your stomach to burn fat is to get these right. This is the beginning. If your digestion is off, you will never lose weight unless you just totally don't eat. But you will lose weight eventually if you don't eat. Oprah is a perfect example of that.
So, I mean, we're told often that we need to drink lots of water. So
Sure.
When should we be drinking that? Before, after?
Between meals. So I usually get up in the morning, and my little morning ritual is I get up and I drink some warm water with bitters in it. And there's all kinds of bitters at my office, there's a grocery store. Any bitter taste. Arugula is bitter. There's bitter greens. So I drink that water, and then I kind of take a shower and get ready. Oh, this is if I have time. I've got up and done what I should do. And then I eat breakfast. So drinking water with meals, not the best idea to lose weight. You're going to dilute that really acidic stomach, and your stomach is not going to digest food the way that it should. Okay?
Does water with lemon juice in it work the same way?
Fantastic.
Warm lemon?
That's wonderful.
Okay.
It's wonderful for the skin. Bitters, apple cider vinegar, and lemon juice and warm water, all fantastic digestive aids before you eat. Wonderful, wonderful digestive aids. Yeah.
Is there like bitters? Is there something you could get by? Is there like?
Yeah, there's bitter tinctures that I have at my office. So it's just a little tincture bottle. You only take 1 drop to taste. You don't take like a full dropper full. It's a small, small amount that you need. It's just the taste signals a hormone reaction in the brain that says, hey, food's coming. So your stomach really gets ready. There's also bitters at the grocery store. Usually, I don't know if there's any SPD, but I know at most health food stores, they have bitters. But I have them at my office for people because you can just put them in your purse and have them with you, or put them in your desk drawer.
So when you go to the store, you look for like where the tinctures are, or, and they're gonna say, are they gonna say bitter?
The bitters in the store in this beautiful little brown bottles, they kind of have like a colorful front. I think maybe some are in cardboard boxes also. And if you come into my office, there's always somebody there that can just point you where the bitters are. Did you have a question?
Well, I think it's in the cocktail section, like this sort of.
So if you make a cocktail, you can use those bitters. Those aren't technically medicinal bitters. So for a drink, that's fine. If you want it, but the taste is medicinal. I wouldn't say to rely on those for what we're talking about.
So you sell them at your office?
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
your?
It's at
I'm sure it
412
says-
Commercial Street.
Okay.
It's on an email that I sent out
Okay.
to you all.
I can see the
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the handout. Eat breakfast. How many diets have told you to do that? And what do you think? I'm not hungry in the morning. Who is not hungry in the morning when they wake up? Are there some people that aren't? You're starving. Great. Then good, you don't have a problem. That's wonderful. So sometimes we don't get hungry till 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. It's okay. Some people work that way. Some people, when they start to strengthen their digestion with these different things that I'm telling you, they notice, like, I'm hungrier than I used to be in the morning because your digestive system starts to work right. Some people, they can do everything, they're not hungry till 10 o'clock, and it's just the way you work. Hopefully, at your work, you can bring a snack with you and eat by the time that you get hungry. Usually, what makes my hunger peak in the morning is I drink some warm water with lemon juice, or a little bitter in it, or just water. So that's normal. You may see that you're hungrier in the morning, and you may not be eating so late at night. We'll change that also. That's one big thing I want to stress in this class is after dinner, brush your teeth. You're done. You're done for the day. And that's a trick I use all the time. After I eat dinner, I just go in and brush my teeth so I'm not tempted to snack at night. Because I know that's what I would write on my plain white sheet of paper is, don't snack after 7 p.m. Dummy. Put it out there and I would see it. So eating late at night can also have that effect. If you eat 25% of your calories in the morning, you will start to burn fat. Okay? Protein and fat-rich breakfasts are where it's at. I'm totally fine if you're in a hurry, you make a smoothie and you go, that's fine. I would much rather you do that than go through the McDonald's drive-thru, which we have all done now and again. If you can have hard or soft-boiled eggs on hand, grab one right out the door. If you can get up and make a breakfast, that is the best. Eat like a rich man in the morning and a poor man at night. It's an old analogy, and it works. Your body has its hydrochloric acid levels, your digestive juices are the highest in the early morning hours of the day. So put some food in there and let your stomach work on it. That's great. Don't skip meals. So who's done this? They're like, oh, you know, I'm in a hurry, I can't get anything together, or I'm just not going to eat lunch today. And then you're like roaming the halls looking for something to eat, and anything that you can find, you're going to eat it, and who knows what that is. So eat at least 3 meals a day. If you can eat 6 small meals a day, it's going to be even better. And there's many, many different reasons for that, but it's fantastic for weight loss. So usually throughout the day, like this morning, I got up and worked out, and then I had a banana and some almond butter, and I had to run and do some errands, and I came back and I had some soup and a small salad, and then what did I do after that? Oh, I sat with the computer for a while, went to the post office, came back, ate another small bowl of soup, and now I came here, and I'll probably eat a little bit more tonight before I go to bed because I'll be hungry again, like a handful of nuts and some cheese. So eat small meals throughout the day and bring things with you. I would much rather you eat a savory snack, a handful of nuts, or a big meal that you make at home, rather than be like, I gotta have something and eat Doritos. Okay? Don't undereat. Oh my god, Joey's gonna kill me. Don't overeat either. Who has overeaten? All of us, right? So you know what that's like. But who here has not eaten enough, and then the next meal you just gorge yourself?